in the spiritual world and the divine order of heaven to give you a clue. Who am I to you? My job is to take you toward the promised land like Martin Luther King, as far as I can. And then the next man takes over. And then Jesus brings you there. And whoever is left with their left foot forward, their left eye, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, who cares about the poor? I drive by Watsonville all the time. That's part of why I lose heart when I go to Santa Cruz and I talk bad to you. I'm sorry. When you look at it from my way and you come down the mountain as a falcon, as a hawk, you tend to want to tell these motherfuckers how you feel about them. If you get my drift. Sorry about it. All men need to weigh in with their heart. And when you weigh in to a varying degree, even if you are evil for the most part, so to speak, for understanding, you still weigh in. Every man not only should weigh in, but it is divinely important that they do. Thus the fountain of youth is the pieces of the puzzle that every man has within him, the light. And when you get angry at someone and you throw him in prison, we have failed that man. By having the biggest prison population, it symbolizes that we are covering up the light. And for that prison population to be 50% black in a country that is mostly, that we all mostly agree is run by corruption and devil and materialism and crony capitalism, from an African perspective that is expressed in the Bible, yes, this is God's plan in reverse, and we need to reverse it and return to the light. No matter where we are, the fundamental principle must remain. And the way you go with it, whether you do a flip as the snake tries to stop you from grabbing the torch of God, the spiritual torch, not the statue, not the material, the spiritual. That's why I was burned in the ugly scar. Okay? That's why I have knife wounds on me. And I was sad, tattoos. This is the flesh. If you do not accept the scar on your flesh, it does not become a scar on your soul. If you open your heart to the Lord, even when he tries to rain on your parade, and you couldn't possibly have done that unless you were a Freemason or something. But look at my eyes, brothers. I'm not in a secret society. I was baptized a Catholic as a kid, and there are 6s and 9s and 7s everywhere. Make your choice. Give everything up in your heart that has to do with materialism. And if you have material goods you cannot afford to give up, give them up. Like my books. As soon as God moves me to give up my books, I don't say, oh, but what if I can't buy any more on Amazon? I give them up. Render unto Caesar unnaturally that which is his. If you are a pussy, excuse my language, but if you are a Lion of Judah and you love us, render unto Judah, God, the saints, the prophets, the kings, and every righteous man, certainly the meek, that which is theirs. Love the Lord thy God with all your heart, and consider who is left when the smoke clears, and where would they settle. Have we settled this yet? Or am I still arguing against the material, armor-wearing people who took everything in the spirit of materialism, and those who wish to meet halfway? Or do we understand that the Spirit of God is not part materialism, part spirit? It is almost pure spirit in the form of the flesh, and we are shedding our skin. Do not care about the destroyer of the flesh, the God of this world. Let your flesh fade away in a timely fashion. Remove the material scales from your eyes that Rome gave you, Paul. Accept the symbolic John the Baptist, and do not intervene when the serpent sends his minions, saying, we have come to take you to Caesar, John. I say to you, Herod, I have come to take you to God with spirit versus your materialism and your half-assed bitches. You sexually immoral, baby-killing, inbred piece of shit. Are we clear, you detestable dragon shit? Do your worst. I am a man of God, and I am the top divine light temple artist. Come into the light and prove me wrong. 9. Go ahead and whine when no one's looking. 6. But tricks are for kids, and make no mistake, I'm not amused by your tricks.